According to the UN, 250 million people in the world used drugs at least once during the last year. According to the Ministry of Health, in 2015, more than 60,000 people were registered at drug rehabilitation institutions in Ukraine. According to the survey results, the first drug use in 32% of people occurred at the age of 12-14 years. Another 32% are 17 to 18 years old. So-called soft drugs, primarily marijuana, were used at least once by 8% of 11-year-olds, 12% of 13-year-olds, and 26% of 15-year-olds. When there is a drug in the family, when a child uses drugs, no matter how old he is, there is a lot of pain and suffering in all matters. You are losing friends little by little. You are scared to tell someone about it because it is shameful. You cannot share with anybody. Poltava Rehabilitation Center Vykhid tries out. People from different parts of Ukraine come here to get help. We established our own program, which was developed by several specialists from abroad. From the USA, from Europe, and from Russia and Ukraine. 4-month effective intensive program that gives results to 90% of people who went all the way of these 4 months. The Center Vykhid became for us the last point, our last island of life, where we got, I'm saying we because I also received this help. I have possibilities and support in this center. Ruslan Ilchenko, the founder of the center, is all too familiar with drug and alcohol addiction. The dream was to help people who are addicted to drugs and alcohol, but I didn't know how to do that. That's why I completed training, and I was able to help such people on the professional level because I have knowledge, experience, and desire. I love these people. I love drug addicts. I love alcoholics. They are my folks. I believe them and I know how to help them. Thank God, the rehabilitation center saved many experienced drug addicts. I tried injection drugs for the first time when I was 14. There had been other drugs before that, alcohol, marijuana, etc. I tried injection drugs when I was 14. It lasted for 23 years. Only 2 years ago, I turned to Vykhid Center for Help. I underwent a rehabilitation course. Then I reinforced the course also with ambulatory treatment, and now for 2 years or more I remain sober. I don't use any drugs. For today, I have got my relationship back on track with my family, with my wife, with my parents, with my brothers. If I compare that life that I had before I had come here and what I have now, it is completely changed. The fact that I can still come to the organization Vykhid even after the completion of the program supports me a lot. When I have anxiety or anger or indignation, I can come here to communicate and I can get some help or hear the experience of other guys, and it becomes easier for me. And I think it is very important when you can come to a particular place where you have not just received treatment and left, but during my life I can have some resupply and support. Drug and alcohol addiction is not only physical illness, but also a spiritual one, and it is impossible to cure a body without soul healing. Firstly, we tell people that are trying out how to form relationships with God, and we insist that the Bible is a guarantee of long-term reliable relationship. Without deep Bible study, when first stress comes, even with good distraction, God becomes not so important. Secondly, we are forming a new lifestyle, and that is brotherhood. It is not only Bible study, but also the community that lives in a different way than they used to. Thirdly, we involve them in ministry. That is the foundation of spirituality. They have the opportunity to fulfill their potential. By combining the efforts of an addict, his relatives, qualified specialists, and believing in God's support, there is a way out of as the staff of Rehabilitation Center ensure. Василь Бакавець, Ігор Шквира, Полтава, Надія Ньюс.
I salute you, dear friends. My name is Ruslan Ilchenko. I'm a director of the Center Vahidye. It is the center for addicted people. People who need our help are drug addicts, alcoholics, gamblers. During 15 years that we have been working in Poltava, Ukraine, thousands of people attended our center. A huge number of people have recovered socially. They received support from us, and they restored their families or started new families. Today, due to medical reform in our country, we have lost that facility where we existed, and now we are left without premises, and we have a need. So we turn to you for some help, asking you to support us. If you have any possibilities, we have 3 needs. The first, we have no premises. The second, we do not have transport for people transportation. We really need minibus for 20 people. We have one variant, which is to rent the building, and the second option is to buy our own. We have found a good house, not an expensive one. There are about 700 square meters for floors. It is in good maintenance. It is possible to start our work right now. We looked at that with our staff. Everyone sees our center there. It is a good territory on the riverbank. There is even the soccer field. The premise costs $140,000. We need this money. The second option, we can rent the state-owned facility. We are also considering it now and are negotiating. It is also possible to take it, but it requires renovations. And whether we choose the first or the second variant, we still need provisions. We need beds, bed sheets, kitchen unit. It means that both places do not have these. Chairs, boilers, etc. So we need around $20,000 more to purchase provisions for this house, which will enable us to continue our work there. We have money for the current needs. We receive funding from the state. Also, the clients cover the part of their services, and we can exist and maintain our team. Today, our team consists of 10 people. They are doctors, psychologists, and social workers, and all of them have a need in the quickest kicking of the project, which have been working for 15 years. And they are all waiting now, but they won't be waiting for long. We need this help as soon as possible, or we will simply have to scuttle this project. So we don't want to do that because of 15 years of helping people. Effective help to people with such powerful programs that we have. We couldn't find such help anywhere else. These programs were approved by a scientific board. And this is the help that gives people souvenirs, and they lead a happy and healthy lifestyle. So we need this project to keep its existence. If you know people that are ready to support our project, please contact us. We have hope that this project will still exist and make a difference not only in Ukraine, but in many, many countries. Thank you very much, and God's blessings.